For millennia, a shadowy faction, the Small Hats, have orchestrated a silent conquest, weaving a web to enslave humanity under a new world order. The Small Hats trace their power back to ancient Babylon, where they learned the secret of bondage through debt, ritual, and law. When Babylon fell, they carried the system west, founding the city of Rome and embedding their methods in Roman law. By 600 BCE, they embedded usury into trade hubs, enslaving nations through financial dependency. But their greatest move came later. Subverting Christianity itself, the Small Hats orchestrated the death of Christ, then slowly bent his message into a political machine. Rome's emperors and later the popes crowned themselves divine rulers, building the Holy Roman Empire. And at the heart of it all sat the same familiar headpiece, the small hat, worn by rabbis, cardinals, and popes alike. While the church claimed spiritual authority, the bankers perfected usury. Together, they created a system where land, labor, and even souls could be taxed, mortgaged, and sold. Babylon lived on. By the 1600s, the Small Hats dominated the transatlantic slave trade, controlling over 70% of ships and stock. Yet by the 20th century, they had covered up their role, pitting blacks and whites against each other, thus ensuring that they would never stand together against them. As the centuries turned, the Small Hats shifted to new tactics: infiltration, revolution, and finance. They fueled wars between Christian nations, toppled monarchies, and spread new ideologies. In the 20th century, the Small Hats unleashed social engineering. Communism, credited to the Small Hat Karl Marx, spread from Russia to China. The regimes they midwifed murdered millions, always expanding centralized power. Feminism promoted the destruction of the nuclear family. Both halves of marriage could now be taxed, and children were raised by the state. They normalized hypersexualized culture, transformer ideologies, and pornography, dismantling moral boundaries under the guise of progress. Owning major media outlets, they suppress truth, amplify lies, and label resistance as hate, echoing their ancient big lie tactics. Now, the plan nears completion. Mass immigration policies pit cultures against each other. Identity politics fuels endless division. Surveillance networks and digital currencies create a prison without bars. And yet, the oldest trick remains the same: keep the people fighting among themselves, while the Small Hats build the cage. Learn more by searching Burn, the corporate fiction on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, and X.